A very good evening, everyone. Welcome to the meeting of Vellore Toastmasters Club. The mission of every Toastmasters Club is to provide a supportive and positive learning experience in which the members are empowered to improve their communication and leadership skills, resulting in greater self-confidence and greater personality growth and self-confidence. So before we step into the meeting for today, let me quickly brief you on the ground rules. So firstly, please keep your mobile phones in silent mode, and you can unmute yourself when you have to speak. And when it comes to the stage, do not talk about taboo topics such as sex, politics, or religion. Lastly, you can keep your videos on. That's a request so that the meeting will be interactive. So now I think it's time for me to hand over to the presiding officer. So to give a few lines of introduction about our presiding officer. So she's a very enthusiastic person who has a lot of energy. The moment I talk to her, I see that she has a lot of vision for this club and is someone a go-to person when it comes to all our area activities. So with this, let me hand over the control to Toastmaster Saumini. Over to you, Toastmaster Saumini.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Abhi, for coming to our rescue and playing the Sergeant at Arms while it's your time visiting our club. So thank you so much for that. Good evening, my dear Toastmasters and guests. Let me officially declare open Vellore Toastmasters Club session number 114. If there's one thing that VTC loves the most, it is seeing new faces, having guests, and having guest role players. And today seems no short of it. We have our area director, Abhirami, visiting our club. Welcome, Abhi. Can we have a few words from you?
Thank you, Toastmaster Saumini. As I always say, I'm really delighted to see a very enthusiastic club where all the members want to do your best. And you also enjoy, it's not just about coming first, but you enjoy the process of delivering, whether it's the theme of the day or table topics. That feeling of lightness and freshness is always there over here. And I will always look forward to coming over here and excited about the meeting today. Maybe I will reserve my comments for the end of the day and hand over back to Toastmaster Saumini. Back to you, Madam Toastmaster, Presiding Officer.
Thank you, Abhi, for the humble words. We are so delighted to have you. Hope you have a wonderful time too. I think Toastmaster Karupaswamy is an unofficial member of VTC, and we are so glad to have you here. And thank you so much for taking up the role of grammarian. And we have guests, Manoj, I think. Hello, Manoj. Can you tell me who introduced you to Toastmasters?
Hello, everyone.
Hi.
Said Manoj.
Hi, guys.
Hello. Okay, I'll get your feedback towards the end of the session. Do you have any idea? The theme for today is already picking my brain, as I have loved GK and quizzes and facts since childhood. And I'm very sure that our Toastmaster of the day, Mahalakshmi, is going to blow our minds with a load of seldom known facts. So without any further ado, let me hand over the session to the Toastmaster of the day, Mahalakshmi, to witness what she has in store for us. Over to the Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you, the presiding officer, Saumini. I'm audible to everyone? A very happy good evening, fellow Toastmasters, dear guests, and special welcome to our area director, Toastmaster Abhirami Ayyappan. I hope you will enjoy the sessions because our special guest instantly, spontaneously took the role and engaged us immediately. Thank you so much for having this a say, and thank you for joining VTC. It would be very interactive sessions. Please be aware because you are under surveillance camera, which means the sessions we have active listener sessions. Let's me start. Yes, active session pa says. Okay, thank you. But something I missed. Where is that? Where is that? Oh, I find it. My coffee. I love to drink a coffee. I just want to share one thing. Even in the midnight, in the off heavy eyed, I'll go to kitchen and make a coffee and drink with a wholeheartedly without knowing my mom. Do you know, this is how about I'm crazy about to have a coffee. Is there anyone fond of coffee like me? No? Oh, sorry. Yes, please. Somini, I'll ask Somini. Please share. Somini, could you please share how coffee is indispensable part of your life? You can talk. You can turn on your mic and say.
So, my breakfasts are sealed and packed with having coffee towards the end of it. So, it is like a cherry on top of the cake. If I'm not having my coffee after my breakfast, the entire meal is incomplete.
That is great, my coffee partner. And Abhirami, you can share how your coffee is so important.
Maybe I will add to what Saumani said because there is some part of that is true in my case also. But I do a double dhamaka. I start with a coffee, have the breakfast, then again have a coffee. So it's sealed from all sides. Yeah.
Thank you, both of you. You're my coffee partner. Definitely, your two will be in my list. And anyone tell me, so many you can tell me, which is your favorite coffee and how did you pay for getting 1 cup of coffee?
The brand of coffee.
Yes, brand or anything.
So I always love a good cup of filter coffee. Let's not compete the instant coffee brands with filter coffee. Let's keep filter coffee aside from the competition. So when you ask me in instant coffee, I think Vellore people are very much known for Narasu's coffee. We have a place here that grinds the coffee beans and they package it in front of you. But for some reason, I do not like Narassus because it does not have that strong but chocolatey feel, which is such a turn off for me. So my go-to coffee right now is Levista and Continental. Continental is the one that I'm preferring right now. Another reason I love Continental is the advertisement of Continental coffee has Nitya Menon in it.
And how did you pay for a cup of coffee?
My mom pays for it.
Could you please tell me any guess how much it would be?
The one packet of 100 grams costs around 150 rupees.
Okay, almost. We can make it 5 or 6 cup of coffee with that, right?
It comes up to 15.
15 also, great. Okay. Yes, I'm a Vellurian. We all know we are a Vellurian. I also taste the smell of Narsu's coffee when we cross the old bus stand, right? Wow, the smells are so good. Okay, come to the point. Do you know which is the world's most expensive coffee?
Coffee
Okay.
from Kerala, Kurk.
Yes.
Sorry,
I guess-
Karnataka.
I guess Kriti only read my descriptions. No issues. Okay, I will detailedly elaborate how it is most expensive. Okay, the world's most expensive coffee is called Kopi Luwak. Is the primarily produced in Indonesia. The coffee draws its value from very unique way the beans are obtained. The Asian palm civets, it's a kind of cats, are fed a ripe coffee cherries, which are fermented by the mammal's digestive system. Then the worker collected of digestive beans from the catfish and immediately roasted it. Its nicknamed was sweet coffee. Luwak coffee fetches this high level price from 160 US dollar to 600 US dollar per kg. You can consume this elite delicious coffee in European and Gulf countries with a rate of 25,000 rupees per kg. And added to that, India India also the manufacturer of this kind of kopi luwak. It's the third largest producer and exporter of this coffee. It's especially made in Karnataka, Kurk districts. Similarly, black ivory coffee is also produced in North Thailand from Apica coffee beans consumed by elephants and collected from their waste. Please don't think about how the coffee is made up of, how the coffee is produced, because otherwise you will be missed out the taste of delicious coffees. Okay, but my coffee is getting cold. So I call our general evaluator to further continue. Otherwise, in the meanwhile, I'll go and have my mood lighter. So I'll call our general evaluator, Toastmaster Brother, to continue.
Yes. Am I audible? Thank you. Well, thank you to Mahalakshmi for introducing. Well, so for the table. Yes. Yes, am I audible now?
Yes.
Yes. Beginning, sorry for that. Well, actually, I was really happy that, however, we have connected the theme, even though I was disconnected, because the theme was, do you have any idea? And it exactly, we don't have an idea that she's going to do an essay role today. So thanks for that, ma'am. So firstly, I'm the general evaluator for today's session. So as a general evaluator, I will be evaluating session as well. Well, I'm not going to do it as alone to assist me. Yes, we know that, the tag team. So firstly, I would like to call the timer for today's session, Toastmaster Shrutika.
Hello.
Yes, you're audible.
Thank you. A very it's priceless. You can't own it. Okay.
You can try close it, like not enabling your video and just try the audio option.
Am I audible now?
Yes.
Yes, yes.
Sorry for the interruption. Good afternoon, fellow Toastmasters and my dear guest. Time is free, but it's very priceless. You can't own it, but you can use it. And you can't keep it, but you can spend it. Once you have lost it, you can never get it back. Today's session, my role has a timer within the allotted slot. This will also help in ensuring that the meeting runs on time. To help me to do this, I have 3 colored clue cards with me. I will raise the green card when the speaker hits the qualifying time, and I will raise the yellow card when the speaker and will raise the red card when the speaker reach out the end of the allotted time. For speakers, the time allotted will be 5 to 7 minutes, and at 5 minutes, green card will be shown, and 6th minute yellow card will be displayed, and at 7th minute red card will be displayed. And for evaluation speech, the timing will be 2 to 3 minutes. At 2 minutes, green card will be displayed. At 2.5 minutes, yellow card will be displayed. And at 3rd minute, red card will be displayed. And for table topic speeches, it is 1 to 2 minutes. At 1 minute, green card will be displayed. At 1.5 minute, yellow card will be displayed. And at 2 minutes, red card will be displayed. The speaker will also granted a grace period of 30 seconds either the side of speech. I will present my report when called upon by the general evaluator. Thank you. Over to the general evaluator.
Thank you, Toastmaster Shrutika, for explaining your role beautifully. Well, now I would like to call the counter for today's session, Toastmaster Saumini.
Thank you, General Evaluator. When someone comes to us and says in a meeting or even in a casual setup and asks, do you have any idea? And even if we do, the question itself makes us go, sometimes that it is that intimidating that speeches can get and makes us stammer and not let us say things that even we are fully aware of. So as our counter today, I'm going to be keeping track of the number of pause fillers such as as, and ers, or any other crutch words like and, but, or so that a speaker might extensively use in their speeches, which will let them know where they stand in terms of sounding confident in their speech. I will give my report towards the end of the session when called upon. Over to the general evaluator.
Thank you, Toastmaster Saumini, for explaining about the role. And here I would like to call the third person of my team, the grammarian, Toastmaster Karupasamy. Over to you.
Thank you, General Evaluator. Fellow Toastmasters and beloved guests, a very good evening to you. As a grammarian, it is my responsibility to pay close attention to all speakers, listening carefully to their language usage. I will take a note of any improper language as well as any outstanding words, quotes, sayings, or thoughts. As a grammarian, it is also my duty to introduce the word of the day for today's meeting. The word is applaud, this, which means to hit your hands together noisy in order to show your appreciation to somebody or something. An example of using this word is the audience stood and applauded for our TMOD Mahalakshmi's performance today. Like that, we can use this. I request every speaker to use the word applaud in between your speech. And also, I request the other members to encourage to use the word of the day by applauding. I will give the grammarian's report when called by the general evaluator after the evaluation session. Thank you, and handing over the session back to general evaluator. Thank you.
Yes. Thank you, Toastmaster Karupasamy, for explaining about the role and also for giving the word of the day of the session. Thank you for that. So here it ends my tag team. So here as a general evaluator, I'll be looking for all the performance of every role players, and also I'll be looking for the correct flow of the session, and I will give my report at the end of the session with my tag team. And over to you, TMOD.
Thank you, Toastmaster Bharat. I'm applauding you for did your job very well, even though some technical glitches. Now, and also I would like to applaud his role play, his tag team also. Okay, now I can see all of your faces are so feel fresh and energetic, just like come out of from the water pool, swimming pool. While talking about swimming pool, something hits my mind. Last week we went to MGM theme park we spend more time on water games. Then I noticed my fingers are getting wrinkled and pruny. You also notice that. In fact, you people also notice that your fingers are get wrinkled. They remains in the water for a long time. For example, relaxing our time in a bathtub or in a beach. Do you know why we get wrinkly fingers?
What is that? Fingers slip. So to have friction, it gets wrinkled.
I'll tell you, but I applaud your effort for taking this. Okay, let me clarify more detailedly. Okay. And earlierly, when people observed the wrinkling, they thought the water must be getting absorbed inside the skin, caused into swell, just like a raisin soaked in the water. However, since the water is only absorbed by the outer layer, underneath remains same in size. It was the scotch, then it would be cause the skin eventually tire and fold up. So it would be wrinkled, appear like a dried raisins. This opinion has changed in later 1930s. In one case, one doctor observed that some fingers are wrinkled, meanwhile others are not wrinkled. So they did a further research. It is about nervous system damage. Fingers so that they did a further study. They found it out. Pruny fingers or wrinkled fingers occurs when the nervous system sends a message to our blood vessels to become a narrower. The narrower blood vessels reduces the volume of the fingertips slightly, causing the loose folds of the skins. Therefore, wrinkles are formed. I'm sure next time you will get a wrinkles, you would remember me. Next, I have a big question in my mind. While diving into the ocean, you must have taste of its salty. This makes me wonder, but I'm not going to reveal now. Before, I would like to call our Toastmaster Kruti, because I can see Toastmaster Kruti is sitting on the baking oven. Before calling her, I would like to call her evaluator, Toastmaster Soumini. We all know Toastmaster Soumini as a grammarian, how she performed. Today, she is the evaluator for Kritis. Okay, let's see how is finds aroma and taste of Kriti's feast, which is Kriti could hide in the heaven also. She can find it, you know that, right? But personally, I like Soumini, our president, with her flawless speech and commanding power. Without any further ado, let me call our evaluator, Toastmaster Soumini.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the Day. At this point, I'm really embarrassed. Okay. Toastmaster Kriti has completed 2 levels in her Toastmaster journey. Congratulations, Kriti, on that. And will be starting her level 3 today. Her level 3 project 1 is called Persuasive Speaking. The purpose of this project is for the member to understand the types of persuasive speeches and deliver a persuasive speech at a club meeting. While evaluating Toastmaster Kriti's speech, I shall be looking at various things, such as if her speech is closer and fulfilling her purpose, and other speech parameters like vocal variety, clarity, eye contact, body language, and etc., and give my evaluation towards the end. All the best to you, Toastmaster Kriti. As the Toastmaster of the Day said, make your speech aromatic and tasteful. Over to the Toastmaster of the Day.
Thank you, Toastmaster Soumini. Kriti, it's your turn. You should be very careful and make your dish very delicious and very aromatic. Okay, be confident and very all the best for your speech. Over to you, Toastmaster Kriti. Toastmaster Kriti, by Toastmastering, Why Toastmasters? Toastmaster Kruti. Over to you, Kruti.
My dear Toastmasters and guests, I stand here today in this club more happy and enthusiastic. I hereby raise a toast to all the founders who formed the club and started the club. I also raise the toast to the past members, the present members who are in the meeting and who are not present. I hereby stand to strongly recommending Toastmasters on how effectively it has shaped me to share my thoughts and make valuable contribution. 2020, a lockdown period where we all had gone through a new term called pandemic. It was December, I remember it was December, middle of December 2020. I came across a quote which said, "Don't just sit in a room. It's time to bloom. Don't just sit in a room. It's time to bloom." I had by then I had attended Toastmasters as a guest once or twice, and this quote struck me so hard that I joined Toastmasters on January 1, 2021. Without having any further second thoughts. I, as a person, get awkwardly silent, and I'm afraid to keep my opinions or thoughts in public and in group discussions. I basically have fear of judgment. What will people think? What if I end up saying something wrong and end up feeling dumb in front of them? This fear of judgment, even though I have good vocabulary, as well as had information, but I couldn't contribute to the insights of the conversation. This fear of judgment stopped me from sharing anything about like converse in a conversation. I so wanted to build my confidence and I wanted an atmosphere where there are like-minded people where I can put forward my thoughts. Dun, 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 dun. There came Toastmasters to my rescue. I became more open and started building my confidence. Slowly, my fear of judgment started getting dissolved. I can't say that it has been dissolved completely, but it is far better. When I look back from where I started, I'm proud of myself that I joined Toastmasters. I got to meet a lot of people, build good and strong connections, people who are working, who are studying, and people who are having different mindsets and from different backgrounds. I'm lucky to even take part in roles in several clubs like L&T, and also play roles in table topic contest as contest chair and so on. Let me share you an incident which happened a week before, where I was invited as a test speaker in a club, a Chennai Toastmasters Club, for an evaluation contest. I felt really privileged that the evaluators were all experienced people, were evaluating my speech. They were telling the positives and they were giving me the area of improvements. I felt really happy in hearing them and having so many evaluators evaluating my speech. There are various other things which I felt benefited from Toastmasters. Everyone can benefit from Toastmasters as everyone speaks publicly. Let it be in office, at work, we need to speak in meetings, or in social events when we go out. In fact, you'll also find out that you can do more than what you know. Let it be you're pursuing your career in speaking, or in fact in any other social aspects of your life, Toastmaster benefits you. Millions of people have been benefited by Toastmasters due to the organization-proven approach. Let me now walk you all down to the benefits of Toastmasters. It helps to reduce your nervousness, and it is a supportive environment to improve your public speaking skills. You're building your leadership skills. You can also enjoy your unlimited personal growth. You'll also get regular and constructive feedback from your peers. You can work on your networking in a small and supportive environment. You can build your confidence, self-confidence, and self-awareness. You can even practice writing your speech and present in a group set environment. The benefits are many. Here, people I know here have joined Toastmasters for several, it can be for several reasons. One wanted to join for improving their vocabulary. One wanted to build their leadership skills. One wanted to dissolve their public speaking skills, fear of public speaking skills and fear of judgment. And while some didn't know how to construct their thoughts structure their thoughts in a constructive manner to others while they're speaking out. There are many reasons. The benefits are more. I like to conclude my speech by giving a message to people who are not joined Toastmasters, are yet to join Toastmasters, that it's time for the action. The more sooner, the more better. And a message to people who had already joined Toastmasters, this platform will continue make you learn even though you have achieved your goals, because the learning, this is a never ending platform. The fruits you bear here will get sweeter and sweeter as you go on. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmasters, Kruti. I hope so many will enjoy your feast. Is it right? Okay. And non-Toastmasters members will join soon for our club, definitely. Now, come back to the mysterious question. Why ocean water is so salty? Not rivers water is not that much salt. Do you know why? Anyone can try? Any guesses? No.
Not the technical answer, but when I was young, maybe in my first or second standards, I thought like how they add sugar to a glass and give you a sugar syrup, right? So that is how somebody put salt in water so that it's salty.
Yes, I also thought somebody put it more salt on the seawater. That's why we feel salt. But it's anyway, it's a childhood memories. We come to know the scientific reason why this salt water. Sorry, somebody is speaking. No. Okay. Okay, now we all know what is the scientific factor behind it. We all enjoy the rain, right? Anyone tell me it's 100% pure water? Rainwater is 100% pure when come to the earth? No, it's 99% pure, because when the rainwater comes to the when rainwater comes onto the earth, sorry, when rain pour onto the earth, it collects carbon dioxide from the atmosphere on its way, turning fresh rainwater into slightly acidic in nature. Once the acidic waters meet the land surface, it erodes the rocks and picks up a small amount of salts and other dissolving minerals like calcium, sodium, potassium. And this which is already presented in the rock. Okay. At this point, that's why when we drink in the river water, it is not that much feel salty. But all the collective river waters meet out the ocean. It's a full amount of salt. Then only we feel a little bit salty. And one more. When this mixed rainwater makes its way to ocean, over calcium or eggs extracted from the sea water by the organisms through the biological process, but the salts tend to remain same, thus the making water so salty. But it is not only that, another fact is also involved, that is hydrothermal fluids which comes from the vent in the sea floors. This is how our seawater is so salty. Okay, next, come to our next unknowing factor. Do you love popcorn? Why we are going to theater? What is the reason, guys, why we are going to theater? First thing, movie. Second, yes, I definitely go to Satyam to have such a popcorn with the mixed something. No, they will give some small packets. For that only, butter popcorn only, I'll go to theaters. Last week, I bought a sweet corn in my room for our gang. I didn't eat because of busy schedules, so it's dried. My friend brought a clever idea. Hey, why Maha? Why don't you make it boil? We can make a popcorn, yeah. It's a right idea. It's a right way. So we can make a popcorn. So I'll put it I peel off the corns and put it in the kettle and make it boil. After 1 hour, I'm seeing that it still remain in the corns, not even the popped. Do you know why popcorns get popped? Any idea? No. Because there are different kinds of corn. There are 3 kinds of corn. One is sweet corn, popped corn, and flatted corn. Popcorn only has the ability to pop up. This why the reason behind popcorn is pop up is popcorn has those hulls. Which is covered like a yellowish cover. It's covered under the corn. Has hulls and asp or waterproof, and inside little bit of water and then lot of starch. When we heat up the corn, that pressure and temperature are cooking the starch. The water started to evaporate, and as it evaporates, the starch expands, and eventually the corn pops. All the cooked starch makes this beautiful shape. Beautiful shape. Then only we get the popcorn. But why sweet corns are not popcorns? Because sweet corns contain less water content and more starch content. Even the water not evaporate, starch won't be break. That's why last time I didn't get my sweet corn as a popcorn. I never get it. Okay, like this, it won't be make you more fun, but upcoming session will be more is going to make you more fun. So I would like to call our table topic master, Toastmaster Pratiksha with our impromptu topics to check our impromptu skills. Without further ado, I would like to call our Toastmaster Pratiksha. Pratiksha.
Thank you, Toastmaster Mahalakshmi. Happy afternoon, fellow Toastmaster and guest. I am Pratyusha, the table topic master of today's event. Have you ever found yourself in a place struggling to convey what is in your mind? Have you ever wondered, like, how do I organize that thought? I have so much information to tell, but how do I organize it and how do I convey it properly to the other one? Here, to help you with that, Toastmaster is here for you. Toastmaster table topic session helps in training the members to quickly organize and express their thoughts in an impromptu setting. The purpose of Toastmaster is to facilitate table topics where guests and members will have the opportunity to participate their impromptu speaking and practice it. I will introduce a topic and call upon a speaker who will be given a maximum of 2 minutes to speak on the subject. Are you all ready? Yes. So can I have a volunteer for the first question? I see Kriti hands raising up. So Kriti, here is your question. Where do you find inspiration?
Okay.
I repeat, where do you find inspiration?
Can I get 30 seconds of buffer?
Sure. Timer, please let us know when the time is up.
Okay. Thirty seconds over.
I'm good to go. Timer, you may start now. Inspiration. This word I love the most. I have come across a lot of people in my life till now where I get from that each and every one I get inspired. Let me walk through, tell you some people who I get inspired in my daily life. As you all know, I'm living in Hyderabad. So I have a girl who lives in my PG. She's here other compared to other girls, all are lazy on bed. But she's a person who gets up morning, goes to yoga, and then continues she's a morning person like me. So she inspires me to get up and do yoga and let's move our bodies a little bit, stretch here and there, then sitting on the computer chair every time in front of screens in office. She inspires me to do that. And there's another person in my office who's my mentor. He inspires me to learn and learn and quickly grasp things. Seeing him, I get inspiration. Like within 2 years, he was a 2020 passed out, and within 2 years, he has grasped so much. His first company was the company which I am working in. He grasped so much knowledge that even the seniors who are working has 7 to 8 experience. He helps them, so he inspires me. So there are so many people. My mom inspires me. She tells me to not. There are several inspiration there are several aspects where people do inspire, and I take a little bit from everyone here and there, for which I want inspiration and motivation to do a particular task. Yeah, that's it. Thank you.
Good to know that, Kriti. So can I have the second participant? I see so many cameras going off. It's like the teacher, when the teacher in the class asking the questions and you hide under the bench. I did that. Yes, so I have Karpaswamy here. Toastmaster Karpaswamy, the question for you is, what are you grateful for? I repeat, what are you grateful for?
What are you grateful for? That is the question. Table topic master and fellow Toastmasters. Good afternoon, good evening to you all. See, there are thousands or lakhs of living things in this universe. Why humankind is special in this earth? Because he only knows to think, he only knows to smile. He only having the sixth sense. Nowadays, we are thinking of the seventh sense, how it will be like that. So when you are showing a kindness to others, that is great in the human beings. See, as one of my mentor told me that, see, when we were going to temple, we used to pray the God, give me this, give me that, give me 100% marks, like that. See, recently, one of the giant in Indian industries, he also went to Tirupati for praying the God. Why? Because he want to become #1 position. So the inspiring for me is be kind with others. So if you kind with others, everything will come automatically. Thank you so much.
The next question I have lined up is, when was the last time you tried something new? I repeat, when was the last time you tried something new? Can I have somebody to talk about this? Yes, Toastmaster Abhirami.
Thank you, Table Topics Master. So the question, when was the last time when you did something for the first time? This is slightly rephrased version of what our Table Topics Master just put across. This was the question that one of my friends asked me after, I finished my college and was working almost like for 3 years, and I met him after that gap. So no more a student, now a working professional. And then I'm meeting my friend from college, and he asked me, when was the first time you did something new? I didn't have an answer because my life was more of a routine. Get up, go to office, slog till 10, come back, rest. Weekend wash, clean that, this, and again get back to work. This was like initial days, I used to be very proud to tell people, I'm working a lot, I'm learning a lot. But after a point, I realized, though you're learning a lot, you still need to have a balance. The balance is where you start doing new things. As kids, it was very natural for us learning new things at school every day. Doing something new is something very natural, not like out of the way you have to write down in your list and figure out what new you are doing. But it's only when you become an adult and you have a lot of freedom to decide what you want to do, that's when you realize it's better someone monitors you. And after some time, I had to consciously think of things that I really want to do and knock them off the bucket list. And after coming to Toastmasters, doing something new started becoming more enjoyable. Else, whenever I do something new for the first time, I get very scared how the output will be, whether I'll enjoy it. Even before doing it, I used to have 1,000 questions of how I will manage. So one decision for me was doing something new or getting into something new is moving to Vadodara after getting married. I don't know Hindi fully. I learned Hindi when I was in Hyderabad, like for almost 8 years I was in Hyderabad. I can speak Telugu very fluently. So Hindi was always outside the bucket for me. I just used to listen to people who speak in Hindi and respond to them back in English because the way I say Nahi would sound like Nahi in Tamil. So I didn't venture into Hindi, but now I don't have an option. I talk to the cook and the maid and all in Hindi, and I just kill Hindi like that. So that's a newest thing I'm doing, which is killing Hindi. Thank you for the opportunity. Back to you, Table Topics Master.
That was great. Thank you, participants. Back to Toastmaster of the Day, Mahalakshmi.
Thank you, Table Topic Master Pratiksha. I think you put it up autumn bomb because everybody thinking what to react, how to react. Everybody, Kriti and Karpasamy sir took 30 seconds buffer time to think and tell you, right? But it was interesting, and we had how Toastmasters Abhirami overcome the Hindi fluency and kill the Hindi. We were enjoyed thoroughly. Thank you for having such a nice topics. Okay, next come to our main picture. Yeah. Have anyone flied in the flight? Because I traveled in the car, bus, train. Most of us, I'm wondering, I must try, definitely. Okay. Do you have noticed? It starts from like this, but it's flying on the sky, nearing the sky. It's a little bit above on the sea level. Do you know why it's flying little far away from the sea level? You have noticed, right? It is moving. It is far away from sea level, right?
Yeah, so that it doesn't hit any buildings or flying birds,
Uh,
clouds.
Correct. The main reason. Okay, don't pressure your mind. Let me clarify you. First, what Abhirami said is correct, because it won't affect the birds flying that or any building so high. The second main reason is the sea level density of air is so high. So if we if we move the flights or flights in the near the sea levels, it takes more amount of fuels to cross over the density of air levels. That's why our mechanism, flight moving mechanisms, put it on the flight to fly on the above the sea levels, so it will consume less fuel levels. And the second reason also, don't hit other animals. We are green, not violent, right? We are so humble people. That's why the reason because of two reasons, our flights are moving above on the sky levels. Next. Okay. This pen, it's a Parker pen. You can see this, right? So classy and very, very smooth to write. But I don't have anything to tell about, no secrets. But it's very classy and very, very smooth to write. I'm very happy to hold our users, but it was not in the previous ancient days. It was very hard to hold, it not writing smoothly, in the somewhere obstacles, it's leaking. Under so many evaluations, under so many pressures, it turned into the very smooth and silky pen. Under the lot of research, like this, in our Toastmasters, everybody has to gone for evaluations. So I would like to call our general evaluator, what we did, what we what we don't do, what we did better. I would like to call our Bharat on this line. I would like to call our general evaluator back on the stage. Over to you, Toastmaster Bharat.
Yes. Am I audible?
Yes, Bharat, you are audible.
Yeah. Thank you. So thank you, Toastmaster Mahalakshmi, for beautifully running the session. Well, first, and here I would like to call Toastmaster Shrutika the timer for the session, because she told that her charge is down. Toastmaster Shrutika, I can over to you.
Thank you, General Evaluator. Am I audible?
Yes, Shrutika, you are audible.
Here is the timer report for today's session. We had speaker TM Kruti, who have completed her speech at 6 minutes 5 seconds and qualified for it. And for table topic masters, we have Kruti, and she is qualified with 1 minute 34 seconds. And we have TM Karpuswamy, who has qualified with 1 minute 5 seconds. And we have TM Abhirami, who have qualified with 1 minute 59 seconds. And here I conclude it and handing over to the general evaluator. Thank you.
Even though you were unable to do about it, and you informed him earlier. Thanks for that. And now let me call the evaluator, Toastmaster Soumya.
Thank you, Toastmaster Bharat. I think since we don't have the timer, I'm free to use all the time in the world for evaluation. Okay, I'll start my speech now. Why Toastmastering? Listen to Kriti's 6 minute speech to get persuaded to joining Toastmasters. Here are 3 things that I think would have persuaded any new person to join Toastmasters after listening to Kriti's speech. Number 1, the speech structure that she had. She had a speech that was in a chronological order. She started her story from 2020 when she joined Toastmasters as a guest, 2021, how she joined Toastmasters, and how she has progressed until now. So speech with such a chronological structure helps the audience follow up with you and know what they are coming to next and keep expecting what you're going to say. So great job on hooking up the audience right there. Number two, Toastmaster Kriti had very good vocabulary. She had very good grammar in her speech that helped her have a good flow of speech and also help the audience not deviate from the speech. So great job on doing that, Kriti. Number three, Toastmaster Kriti did not just have one story, but more than one in her speech. We all know that stories connect people, and having them and have the audience hooked onto your speeches. Toastmaster Kriti today did not just carry one, but had multiple anecdotes in her speech from her life on how Toastmasters has transformed her, thereby also fulfilling the purpose of her speech of persuasive speaking and persuading the audience into joining Toastmasters. So great job on that. Here are two things that if I think that you could rectify or work upon would definitely have 100% hit on everybody joining Toastmasters that you talk. Number one, working on your body language. I saw that throughout the length of your speech, you had your hands restricted to your body, especially the first half, upper half of your hands. So what this does is that it makes the audience feel that the speaker is not very welcoming and being very restrictive and puts a barrier between the speaker and the audience. So this way, the audience do not feel so connected to the speaker. And I also saw that when at the moments that you were thinking what to say next, you naturally take one of your hands and rest it upon your cheek. So if you could be more, if you could choreograph your hand gestures and body language while you're preparing for the speech, it would help you in a greater way. Number two, eye contact. So for most parts of the speech, I saw that your eyes were up, which happens when the speaker is thinking what to say next. And thereby it loses connection with the audience. In a virtual meeting, you can maintain eye contact with all of us, not just one, by looking directly into the web camera. And this helps, this is actually a jackpot that you do not get on physical meetings, but on a virtual setup. So to summarize, I love that your speech had a chronological structure, good vocabulary, and the usage of anecdotes. And if you could work upon your body languages and eye contact, this speech would be stellar. Congratulations on completing the purpose of your speech. Over to the general evaluator.
Thank you. Report. Well, now I would like to call the R counter for today's session. And I
Okay, thank you, Toastmaster Bharat. So the accountant report for today is firstly, Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Mahalakshmi. I saw that I've seen you for the past 2 years, and I've seen how much of filler words that you might be using in your speeches. But today I found that your filler words were under 5. So great job on working upon it. The ahs, ums, and ers were all under 5. And I saw that you were only using so's quite a few times. So great job on working on yourself, Toastmaster Mahalakshmi. And our general evaluator, Toastmaster Bharat, did not have any filler words today. And so did our timer, Toastmaster Shrutika. In the table topics segment, Toastmaster Kriti had more than 5 filler sounds. And I saw that most of the times that Kriti uses is the word that is in repetition is the word and. So that is one of your trigger words that you might want to work upon. Toastmaster Abhiraman did not have any filler words, so great job on that. And Toastmaster Pratyusha had filler words below 5. And our grammarian, Toastmaster Karpasamy, again did not have any filler words, though even in his introduction, of grammarian and in a stable topic speech. So over to the general value.
Yes. Thank you, Toastmaster Somini, for giving the counter report. And now I would like to call the grammarian for today's session, Toastmaster Karupaswamy.
Thank you, General Evaluator. Some many of good words, the sentences I learned today from you to the young Toastmasters. They are unknown factors, wrinkles, eventually persuasive speech, aromatic and delicious, strongly recommending, fear of judgment, and then fear dissolved, do more what you know, starch inside the yellow cell, learning a lot by doing new things. We are so humble people. So Toastmasters are so humble people. Chronological order. And the word of the day, close to our TMOD Toastmaster Mahalakshmi for using the word of the day for 5 times continuously. Like Rajinikanth movie, see when you go to other movies, there will be equal participation of the actors. When you go to a movie, actor like Rajinikanth, he will be occupying more of the frames. Like that, Toastmaster Mahalakshmi occupied, as well as she has given many new things to learn. Close to you. Then only one suggestion, only one opportunity for improvement. Yes, some of our Toastmasters, they told TM instead of Toastmaster. That can be altered as Toastmaster. Do not use TM. TM Kriti, like that you should not use. Toastmaster Mahalakshmi is the nice word. Thank you so much. Handing over the session back.
Yes. Thank you, Toastmaster Karupaswamy, for giving a detailed report. Yes. Am I clearly audible now?
Yeah, it's very clear, Bharat.
Yeah, thank you for that. Yes. So, final evaluation report. So, firstly, starting off with the assignment, well, we have started at 4:35, so it's fine, and let's not try to make this happen. And when it's come to the essay, well, internet connection good before starting the meeting, and taking
Bharat, now also we are facing lags. We are not able to hear you properly.
Am I audible now?
Yeah, you are audible, but your tone is breaking, Bharat.
Yes, continuously speak one sentence, then we'll say whether you're audible, like you're clear or not.
Just give me a minute, I'll just reconnect. Yes. Hope I'm audible now.
Yes, Bharat.
Yes.
See, as Kriti suggested, we continuously speak for 1 or 2 minutes, then only we can assess that your audio system is good.
Yeah. Okay.
Go ahead.
Okay. Yes. So yeah, I would like to thank Toastmaster Abhinami for taking a brave attempt and doing the right thing at the beginning for taking the essay role. Well, moving on that, yes, we will come to the TMOD later. Firstly, I would like to tell about the table topic master, Toastmaster Pratyusha. So she gave a very good introduction about how really impromptu work in day-to-day life, and she clearly explained the objectives of the table topics. Great job on the Toastmaster Pratyusha. And moving on to the table topic speakers, Toastmaster Kriti. Yes, so she got a topic related to inspiration. Well, she connected the topic well on how she used her in her personal life, on how she got inspired by the people in her life. So as we know that always a great speaker will connect their personal stories in their speech. So it was a great job done by Toastmaster Kriti. And moving on to the second speaker, Toastmaster Karupaswamy. To grateful, and he really connected the topic well on how we pray to God and pay back our gratitude towards the God. And he ended up with a moral that we have to be kind with others. Yes, that's a great thing that we all can learn from him. So great job on the Toastmaster Karupaswamy. And moving on to the third speaker, Toastmaster Abhirami. Yes, so told about the routine she has been following in life, like go to office and everyday basis, and finally she explained that the importance of doing new things in life, and she also added the personal in her life about her marriage and about the language she learned. Just these are some of the things that we can learn from these speakers. So thank you, Toastmaster Abrami, for that. Great job on that. Yes, am I audible clearly now?
Yeah, you are audible now.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. So moving on to the tag role players. The timer, Toastmaster Shrutika. So she gave a very good introduction about the role, which connects with a proverb. That was a great job explaining the role. And moving on to her report, she explained the report with the Excel sheet, which has not been followed by many of the timers before. So which is a great attempt, and it was done well. And that is one recommendation that I would tell for Toastmaster Shrutika is that so your phone charge is complete, I mean fully charged before getting into the session, so we cannot have these kind of errors in the session. And apart from that, great job on that. And moving on to Toastmaster Saumini, the archon for today's session. Well, she gave a very good introduction about the role, and in the report she clearly explained, instead of telling how many she explained that more than 5 or no accounts, so which is a very great way that we all can follow and in our reports. The only thing that I want to recommend her is that maybe you could have told that how we can avoid those R's in our speeches. Maybe you might have told that, for example, so if you take a deep breath and started your speech, you might not be nervous and you can reduce your R's. So some of this recommendation might be helpful for the people who are very new to Toastmasters. So that's the only thing. Apart from that, great job on that Toastmaster Swamini. Toastmaster Karupaswamy. So first of all, I would like to thank Toastmaster Karupaswamy for always being with VTC and doing a great job in this session. So as a grammarian today, so he gave a great introduction and the word of the day as well. And he, in the report, he clearly explained some of the great usage of words which have been spoke in the session. So great job on that, Toastmaster Karupaswamy. And one more thing that I found beauty in his report is that he compared Toastmaster Mahalakshmi to Rajnikant, where he used simile as a grammarian. So I want to grammatical in the grammarian. So great job on the Toastmaster Karupaswamy. And overall, it's a very good performance by the grammarian. And now moving on to the evaluator, Toastmaster Saumini. So most of the evaluator were missing this thing, but Saumini has did it because she first congratulated the speaker for completing the 2 levels, and which gives the audience and the speakers more confident about it, about her or themselves. So this is one of the great things that we can also adapt in our report in the introduction too. And coming to the report, so she clearly explained the positives about her speech, and then she followed by the negatives that are done. This is one of the evaluators follow to make the speakers more confident about them. So this is a great done. It's a good report. It's a great job on the Toastmasters Harmony. And yes, so finally, here we come to the most important person, the TMOD, Toastmaster Mahalakshmi. Yes, this theme, do you have any idea? And I could really say that we don't have any idea that this theme will be more interesting in this way. So great job on the Toastmaster Mahalakshmi. And I really like the thing that you started and you continued the session with the questions, like about when you asked the thing about coffee, and where you made people to interact with each other instead of just listening to a content. You just made the people interact in the session, so which will be more engaging to the audience as well as everyone listens. So this is a great way of engaging the session. And also you asked the question like why the sea is salty, and about how the popcorn is getting popped like that. So these questions were made more interesting in the session. Well, I almost feel like that we are in a science class. So great job on that. So the session was humorous and engaging as well as informative. Yes. So this is what I told about the session. And there are some things that I want to recommend to Toastmaster Mahalakshmi is that yes. So when you're usually when we do at the TMOD, we have some activities to make people more engaging. So this is one of the things that I wanted to recommend to the TMOD. And yes, and you don't took many time. Sorry, you don't took much time, and you obviously you ended up the scripts with exact level wherever required. So it was like a overall engaging session, and there are few things that to be improved, and you have to do a job on that. So that's it from the TMOD. So did I miss anyone? Yes, that's it. So overall, it was a great session, and we all know that we will be having some takeaways from every session. And I hope that we all should take this and let's follow this in the next sessions. And thank you for the opportunity for the team.
Thank you, General Evaluator. You did your job very well. Okay, it's the end of our session. It's like where we are. Don't tell me we are on Earth or we are in the room. Where we are using, what we are using. Zoom, exactly, Toastmaster Abhirami. We are using online platforms. So I can say few facts about our social medias. That is, the internet has 4.57 billion users, and there are 3.725 billion active social media users. On an average, people have 7.6 social media accounts, and the average daily spend time on social is 142 minutes in a day. Okay, all the end. Now you are under the surveillance camera. Do you remember that? Now that's time for active listener sessions. Okay, shall we play? Yes. I want to ask about any questions in a speakers or evaluator, no general report. Okay, I can ask with my own script. I can explain. I can talk about coffee luwak or sweet coffee, right? And there I added one more coffee. Could you remember that? What is the name of the coffee? Another coffee also I explained, which is the rarest coffee, which is made in Thailand.
Its name is something, yeah, like cool.
What?
K, it starts with K.
What?
K.
Start with- No, it's coffee luwak is a sweet
Coffee.
coffee.
Okay,
No,
okay. Other than that, I
So, another coffee also I involved in my script. What is that? And I'll also give another more clue. Sweet coffee is made up of cat, right? Cat and digestive tract. And this coffee also involve the process of the feeds are feeded to the the coffee cherries feeded to the elephants. What is the name? Which is made up of Thailand. I told you guys.
I was remembering the elephant part, but the name didn't come.
Exactly. But I forgot to remember the name.
Okay. Okay. Opposite of white.
Black.
black coffee.
Almost I give the clue. Black and another word.
Black elephant.
Okay.
Black bean.
No.
Black seed.
You can no, which is coffee derived from elephant. Please Google it.
Okay, wait. Coffee derived from elephant.
Or something.
Black ivory coffee.
Black ivory coffee.
Black ivory coffee.
Okay. I guess my facts are true. Yes, it's a black ivory coffee. Next time, I definitely want any active speaker, guys. Please listen properly, okay? Okay, this is all from my side. My topics may not interesting or more informative, but I enjoyed thoroughly by searching what next. What do you have? Do you have any idea? I searched, I put in a lot of effort to make it script because it's a vague topic. I can't correlate in our speakers or so I made something makes so spicy. I hope this is from my side. It will little bit makes you very enthusiastic. I can somehow feel from Abhirami and so many Kritis, all of you. Thank you so much for hearing my script. And over to you, our presiding officer.
Thank you, Toastmaster of today. As Bharat said, when the session started, we did not have any idea that it would be this interesting. I could see from Abhirami shooting up all these emojis for reacting relevantly to everything that you said. And I think for the first time, I did not turn off my video for the entire session. So all credits goes to you. So great job. I could see how much of information that you had put in and work that you had, time that you had spent to write the script and having us all engaged. And we were all thirsting for knowledge and for information and also had fun along with it. So amazing job. Keep this going. So that brings us to the end of the session. And Toastmaster Abhirami, do you have any feedback for the session as an area director?
Sure. I would love to say how I felt today. So coming to a Toastmaster meeting, all meetings have the same format, but the amount of involvement that we have is always really high. I really enjoyed the coffee lubak and the fact between the popcorn and the sweet corn. I didn't know that both are different. I always used to think both are the same. So all the small things were really good. A Toastmaster meeting, when you talk about quality, talks about one is fun. Second is small doses of learning. So I think we had both of them today, both on the facts side and also whenever someone does the role well, we learn from them. So we learn from a good evaluation. We learn from a good Toastmaster of the Day performance. So overall, it's a great performance. And Kriti's speech, no need to mention all about how Toastmaster helped her. So even a guest who comes in would know how Toastmaster can change someone's life, and as to why we all spend this much time on a weekend. So great job. Very happy to be here. Thank you so much. Back to you, presiding officer.
Thank you, Toastmaster Abhirami. We were so glad to have you too. As an engaging audience, we don't find that in every one of us. Mostly they turn off their videos and go. So, Toastmaster Karupaswamy, your feedback for the session.
Thank you so much, presiding officer. See, from the beginning to end, as quoted by our area director, it was fun-filled, except few internet interruptions. So it was very good. See, I have received one message today that stating that today is Daughter's Day. Immediately, I forwarded that message to my daughter, who is working at Apollo Hospital as a doctor. She said, what daddy? See, today there is no meeting for you, like that she asked. So morning session, I was taken up evaluation speech contest master. In the evening, I have joined here. I told her that, see, Vellore Toastmasters Club, I have taken up a grammarian role. Oh, very good. Like that, she said. I told your name and Kriti. She also knows that. Thank you so much. And then one thing I want to highlight in this meeting is Toastmaster Mahalakshmi. She has done outstandingly well. See, why? Because I'm quoting this. There is a lot of takeaways from her speech today, as well as, see, and then the coffee, what she told, no, that black ivory. See, I want to remember, I want to express my incident, what was happened to me while I have visited Italy. They have served the coffee, the ivory, black ivory coffee. The taste was very good, as well as they used to, actually they're not drinking like us, 50 ml or 100 ml, only 20 ml they are serving. 20 ml, that too, the taste was very good. After that, I asked the host who took me to that hotel. I asked him, what is that coffee? Is very special coffee. It looks like then he told me he purchased 200 grams of coffee and gave to me. I brought it to home. My wife and children were enjoying like anything. So I was remembering that incident when our TMOD Mahalakshmi was briefing that. Thank you so much for the sweet memories. Yeah, otherwise a very good session I had today. I enjoyed thoroughly from the beginning to end. Very nice. Kudos to you. I would like to join whenever you have meeting. Please give me a call. If I don't have a role also, I will join as a visitor. Thank you so much.
Master Karupaswamy. That is such an honor to all of us. Who knew that someone here in the meeting would have tasted black ivory coffee? So with all that sweetness and sweet bitterness, let me adjourn VTC 114.